What was your not all heroes wear capes moment? I was 14 when my mom let a known abuser move into our home. It was our 16-year-old cousin Yuna, who had just returned from a reformatory school after trying to suffocate her baby sister out of jealousy. Her mom didn't feel safe with her in her home, so my mom volunteered to take her. I was scared of what Yuna could be at first, but when she arrived 3 days later, she wasn't what I expected at all. Thin, quiet, shoulders hunched like she was trying to disappear. Nothing like the abusive monster I'd been told. Over the next few weeks, I watched Yuna's life in our house become absolute hell. They put a lock on the outside of her door and only let her out for school and mealtime. She was banned from using utensils to eat because dongmul kyorium gulgosipamyeon dongmul kyorium dehejuji. If she wants to act like an animal, then we'll treat her like one. You see, she didn't speak Korean, so my entire family would talk bad about her in it. But here's what didn't add up. I'd catch Yuna doing the work no one else wanted to do. At night, she'd hum lullabies through the air vents to get him to stop crying. And during dinner, she'd make hand shadows on the wall just to get him to laugh. Everything changed during Mom's birthday party. The adults were wasted in the backyard, music blasting. When I heard a sound coming from the living room, when I walked in, my jaw dropped. My baby brother was choking, face purple, eyes bulging, no sound coming out. I tried to help, but I was doing it all wrong, slapping his back uselessly, screaming for help that no one could hear over the party. Suddenly, Yuna materialized out of nowhere. She ripped him from my arms and punched his back over and over. The candy shot out. She saved my baby brother. And as he cried in Yuna's arms, the room filled with drunk relatives. What did you do to him? My mom shrieked. Mom, she saved him. Classic pattern, she interrupted. Hurt them to play hero. The whole family were staring daggers at Yuna. She tried to explain, but Mom kept going. Each word a knife. You're sick, Yuna. Sick in the head. The relatives piled on, backing Mom up, talking about how the reformatory school clearly failed. I watched Yuna shrink smaller and smaller until she fled to her room. Through the walls, I could hear her sobbing. Later that evening, the extended family held what felt like a trial. Yuna sat in the center of our living room while they discussed her Wihyumhan Hangdong, dangerous behavior, in Korean. She just sat there, tears streaming down her face, completely defenseless. The bus leaves at 11 tonight, Mom announced in English, to the downtown shelter. They were acting like they were doing the world a favor, like shoving a crying teenage girl onto a late-night bus to a shelter was some heroic act of parenting. Me and Bruno were the only ones who volunteered to walk with her. Bruno was a German Shepherd, aka our scary dog privilege LOL. By 11 p.m., we had finally made our way through the dark streets and sat on the cold bench. Yuna was the one to break the silence. She looked at me and spoke in perfect Korean. Dangsanan Shinjolan Yuilan Salamiosumida. You were the only one who was kind to me. My blood turned to ice. That's when I realized she'd understood everything. Every cruel word, every vicious joke. She then switched to English, her voice small and broken. Your mom knew I spoke Korean. She told me if I ever revealed it, she'd have me institutionalized permanently. Yuna pulled her knees up, making herself tiny. I need you to know what really happened with my sister. What she said next made my stomach twist. Yuna was 14 and visiting my mom with her baby sister, Aiki, while her parents were on a retreat. My mom had encouraged her to go to the movies. When she got back, she found my mom with a pillow pressed over Aiki's face. Before she could do anything, my mom called her parents and said Yuna had attacked Aiki. I didn't want to believe her, but that's when she said something that made everything clear. You see, Aiki was due to inherit an extremely large trust fund from my grandmother. If she died early, it would go to my mom as the eldest daughter. I felt myself choke up and sniffle to hold back the tears when she said that. As the bus approached, Yuna stood on shaking legs. There's a blue paper crane on your desk. Inside is a recording of your mom threatening me in Korean last night. She needs money again. She took a deep breath before delivering the final blow. Your brother isn't safe, and neither are you. Full story on channel, linked below.